Haribol, speak the word of God. Let's always speak of God. Whenever we talk, let it involve God. Let us be aware that God is in charge and is everywhere, in you and including me. Mentioning God, just know that I prayed for you this morning furiously and focusedly. I prayed for you this morning. My name is Veronica, and I was born in the beautiful island of Trinidad and Tobago. I have dual citizenship. I'll give you a little fact about Trinidad. It's the first Black Miss Universe. First Black Miss Universe is from Trinidad and Tobago. So I'm making this document, whatever you want to call it. It's therapy for me. I'm making this because I run, chant, dance in the morning. My God is a dancing God, and that's how I pray. I'm not like anybody else, and I'm sure you're not either. But just to go straight into this morning, where I usually pray, chant, whatever you want to call it, it was blocked. And there was a whole bunch of tractor trailers covered the whole place. But from experience, I learned that, for example, when the doctor give you an injection, I don't look at the needle or the hand that held the needle. I look at the purpose that the needle and what was inside the needle, and I call it medication. So with that being said, I went to the other end of the parking lot, and it was hardly anybody there. Except, remember, I told you for a few mornings now, there's this car. I assume that it's monitoring. So that car was there. Other cars tried to come by like they usually do, but they didn't stay long. So my workout was like pretty good. It's not as hard like I usually do, come home soaking wet all the way in. But to me, as long as I do my best at the moment, like what's happening, that's good enough for my God. That's what he says. That's what she says. So, okay. I hope you're not like me, but many times, okay, right off the bat, I will blame it because so many times people have, messed with me, like. So, anyway, when somebody trying to do something good for me, you'll always find me trying to smack them down first, okay? So with that being said, there was this cloud this morning. Usually cloud moves over. You know how cloud moves, right? They move over the sky. But this one was right there in the corner. It was, I will say it was southwest in the sky. So it was given not like a lightning will flash, but like a camera will flash. The whole sky will turn red, pink, red, or whatever. So, okay, at first I thought it had nefarious intentions. But when I was leaving, I'm just going to go all day. When I was leaving, I usually have a code that I give to the atmosphere, whatever you want to call it. And it gave me the code before I give it. So then I realized it was not nefarious. It was actually, I don't know, it was taking pictures at like key moments when I was doing key poses or whatever you want to call it. So when I chant in the morning, God is with me. So I'm never afraid. I'm like fearless. That's why I say I'm like terrible when I'm in the morning, because I'm like, can't do nothing to me. But this morning, I was scared. I'll tell you why. On my way home, after we give our code and stuff, and I pull out, there was two bright lights. Like a car light coming straight at me. Usually they play in their lights are wings, both sides, and then you may see a nose. But this one was like a car light, like the headlights of a car. Dang it. The headlights of a car coming straight at me, and then I play the ostrich. The ostrich is this, just in case you have cops following you or anything like that, this is what you do. You close your vision about that, whatever it is, and breathe regularly and control your heart rate. Because once your heart rate is controlled, they can track you. But they could track you when your heart is racing. The cops could too. They don't even know why, but they just know something wrong with this guy or this person. Why is that? They could pick up on it. So one memorable occasion I had one morning is that this is in Lake Wales, and these are the biggest, most beautiful trees you ever seen. So I was doing my stuff, and then at this point, there's no trees. Okay, all of a sudden, I'm naked, and when I look up, there's this red light. It's like, of course, the sun and the moon is the same size, so that's how it started off. And then it coming closer and closer and getting bigger. And again, I put on the ostrich mode. But I was naked, and no matter how far I look, Lord Balaram, which is space and time, I couldn't get close to a tree because I would hide behind a tree or something, right? So when I look up, it transformed into like a bookshelf. And then I keep walking and chanting and dancing and pretending I'm not seeing it and stuff like that. When I look up again, it's just smoke, red smoke. So I think somebody captured it on in Daytona Beach, and it was on Instagram. Okay, and then the second one. So the second one happened in Sarasota. The light, it was just like a street light, and it coming closer and closer. And I just keep doing my routine, but then it was eye level. I wasn't looking up, it was this level. So I hid behind a tree, and I expecting it to pass any moment, but it didn't pass after a few, I don't know, whatever time you want to call it. So when I looked, it was just smoke. So my speculation is that as I hid behind the tree, it loses its target, which was me, and it, whatever. But then again, these high-tech stuff could go through trees, they could x-ray trees and stuff like that. So, okay, one more thing about my running in the morning is that this morning, when I get up, of course, when I turn on the lights, everybody, wherever the lights show, it could show. But I have a special code that I put it on for the universe to know, hey, I'm coming. So when I put that on, I went to the bathroom. By the time I sat down, I heard a strange noise. I'm like, hey, what's going on out there? Because that's where my temple is, right? Outside. Out in the living room. So I was like, hey, but I'm never afraid because God is with me always, so I'm not afraid. So anyway, I didn't think about it. I did my usual stuff. I did my shower and get dressed and everything. But before I leave my house, I bless it and stuff like that. And when I open the door to bless, in front of my door, there was something weird out there, okay? It's the stuff that happened out there, it's not a human. Because a human wouldn't, the sound, first of all, is not a human. And then the reactions of how the dirt and everything is laid out there is not human. So that was the beginning. And then the second thing is that there was covered in clouds. That strange type of, I don't know, it's a strange cloud. It's not the regular cloud that, that have like puffs and designs and stuff. It was just like a covered over cloud kind of stuff. So it was a strange cloud. But it has happened before, and I've danced that shit away. And I don't want to take credit for it because I can't even breathe. I can't even tell myself, hey, take a breath, heartbeat. Everything is God, dude. Everything is God. Every single thing. We get the sun from God. We get the air that we breathe from God. Even the food, whatever we get from God. Sometimes you want to eat an eggplant. You go to the supermarket, there's no eggplant. Thank God for that, because that eggplant would have made you sick. That's what I realized from experience. So what I'm saying is that be so grateful. Be so grateful. I don't know how long this is going to last. Whoops. I don't know how long this is going to last, or it probably just fizzle out into nothing. But it might go into something, or it might just go middle. It's the first time I'm in a situation where you have three outcomes. So with that being said, I would like to tell you extraordinary things are hidden in simple places that we don't look. Though they can take for granted, you probably look at it and just overlooked it. It's right there, okay? I pray for you to have the best outcome, better than you could ever imagine or want for yourself. More than that. I pray for that for you. And I wish you every happiness. Stay happy, because being happy is the best medicine, and it confuses the enemy. God bless you. Be well.